Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Top Gate. In this video, I'll discuss one problem based on the race condition. So in the previous lecture, we have seen what is the race condition and what is the process synchronization. Plus, we have also seen what is the need of process synchronization in operating systems. Fine. So in this one, we'll see one question based on the race condition, and this question is conceptually very interesting one that will give you a very clear idea, very clear picture of how to solve the questions based on the race condition. So you need to watch this video till the end, then only this concept will be clear to you and you'll be getting an idea of how to solve the questions based on the race condition. So let's straight away go to this question. This question says we have two functions p1 and p2 and they share a variable b which is initialized to 2. So these two functions, they can access and manipulate this variable b is equal to 2, which is being initialized to 2, and they execute concurrently. So we have two functions here, P1 and P2. In P1 we have two instructions, C is equal to B minus 1, B is equal to 2 into C, and in P2 we have again two instructions, D is equal to 2 into B, B is equal to D minus 1. So apart from B we have C also, we have D also, but C can be accessed by only P1, D can be accessed by only P2, but B is the variable which is a shared variable which can be accessed by P1 also and P2 also. Clear? Now further it says the number of distinct values that B can possibly take after the execution is, that is, when we execute these two functions concurrently, then every time one instruction is being executed, the value of B is being modified. You can see in this case that here also the value of B is being modified. Here also the value of B is being modified. So it is only asking you that after the completion of both these processes, what will the value of B? I mean, what all are the values in every case? So we'll consider every case in this one, and then we'll try to find out what are the values that B can possibly have in this case. Clear? So now how to solve this question? So we have these two functions P1 and P2. In P1 we have two instructions, 1 and 2. So let's name this instruction as, this one as 1, this one as 2, and this one as 3, this one as 4. So we have 4 instructions. Clear? And there is one prerequisite in this case, that is, if we talk about P1, then in P1 this B can only execute after C has been executed. Fine. And similarly here in this case in P2, this instruction can only be executed if 3 has been executed. So 2 can only come after 1 and 4 can only come after 3. Now we are trying to execute these instructions, these functions concurrently. So concurrently means that we are using a time shared system, that is, we are executing one instruction and then we are switching the context and we are executing the next instruction. Now we already know that if the system is a uniprocessor one, that means the processor can only execute one instruction at a time. It cannot execute more than one instruction at a time. Fine, but every time it will execute one instruction, it will do the context switch and it will move on to the next process or the next function. Now this context switching will be so fast that it looks like that P1 and P2, both these functions are being executed concurrently. However, they are not executing concurrently. Only one instruction is being executed at a time. Fine, and after executing one instruction, we have the option to do the context switch. Context switch means we will shift the pointer from here to here or here to here. Clear? So let's quickly solve this question. Now see here, we have 4 instructions here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clear? So we have to define some cases in this one, that is, we have to take some scenarios. So first scenario can be, we execute instruction number 1 first, and then we do the context switch, we move on to the 3 one, and then again we do the context switch, we come on to the 2, and then again we do the context switch, we go to the 4th one. So the first case can be 1, 3, 2, 4, or another case can be, we'll execute this one, we'll execute this one, then we'll do the context switch, we'll execute this one and this one. Or third case can be, we'll first do this one, then we'll execute this one, then we'll do the context switch, come to this one, and then we go to this one. Fine. So likewise, we can have several scenarios, several conditions in this case. So let's solve the first one. So the first condition, the first case that we can have in this one is, say we have 1, then we execute 2, then we execute 3, then we execute 4. So first one is 1. So for 1, we have c is equal to b minus 1. So we have c is equal to b minus 1, and the initial value of b is 2 right now. So that is, we have 2. So c is equal to b minus 1, that is 2 minus 1, that will give you 1. So the value of c is 1 right now. Now we'll move on to the second one. So second one is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c, and the value of c that we have calculated is 1. So 2 into 1, that will give you 2. Fine. Now we'll move on to third one. So third one is d is equal to 2 into b. So we have d is equal to 2 into b, that will give you 2 into the value of b right now is 2, that will give you 4. And then we'll move on to the fourth one. The fourth one is b is equal to d minus 1. So we have b is equal to d minus 1, and the value of d that we've got is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. So at the end of the function p1 and p2, we have got the value of b as 3 right now. Fine. So that is for the first scenario, the first condition, the first case. Fine. So likewise, we can go for the second scenario also. Second scenario can be, so we have done 1 2 3 4. Next one we can have 3 4 1 2. That is just the opposite of this one. 3, then 4, then 1, then 2. So we have 3 4 1 2. So for 3, we have d is equal to 2 into b, that is d is equal to 2 into b, and the value of b that we have is 2, that will give you 4. Fine. Now we'll move on to the fourth one. The fourth one is b is equal to d minus 1. So b is equal to d minus 1, and the value of d that we have got is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. Fine. Now we'll move on to the first one. The first one is c is equal to b minus 1. So c is equal to b minus 1, and the value of b that we have got is 3. So 3 minus 1, that will give you 2. And then the second one is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c. So 2 into the c, the value of c that we have got is 2. So that we'll get it as 4. So the next value of b that we have got is 4 now. So for the second case, we have got 4. Now let's take the next scenario. The next scenario can be, so we have done 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, we have done 3 4 1 2. Now we'll do some mix and match. So mix and match can be, we'll do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So 1 3 2 4. So 1 3 2 4. So 1 is c is equal to b minus 1. We have c is equal to b minus 1. So b, initial value of b is 2. So 2 minus 1, that will give you 1. Now 1 3. 3 is d is equal to 2 into b. We have d is equal to 2 into b. So the initial value of b that we have is 2. So that will give you 4. Now we'll move on to the second one. The second one is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c, and the value of c that we have got is 1. So 2 into 1, that will give you 2. And then we'll move on to the fourth one. The fourth one is b is equal to d minus 1. So we have b is equal to d minus 1. That will give you the value of d that we have got is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. So again, we have got at the end of the two functions, we have got the value of b as 3. That is the same value as the first one. Fine. So we have done the 1 3 2 4, 1 3 2 4. Let's do the opposite. 3 1 4 2, 3 1 4 2. Okay. So 3 1 4 2. So 3 is d is equal to 2 into b. D is equal to 2 into b. So the initial value of b that we have is 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Clear? Now we'll move on to the first one. The first one is c is equal to b minus 1. C is equal to b minus 1. The value of b that we have is 2. So 2 minus 1, that will give you 1. Now fourth one is b is equal to d minus 1. B is equal to d minus 1. That will give you the value of d that we have got is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. Now the second one is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c. So the value of c that we have got is 1. That will give you 2. So the new value of b that we have got in this case is 2. So till now b can have 3 values. It can have 3 also, it can have 4 also, it can have 2 also. So we have done 4 cases. Now let's move to the next case. The next case can be 1, 3, 4, 2. So 1 is c is equal to b minus 1, c is equal to b minus 1. That will give you, the initial value of b is 2. So 2 minus 1, that will give you 1. Okay, then 3 is d is equal to 2 into b. So d is equal to 2 into b. So initial value of b is 2. So 2 into 2, that will give you 4. Now fourth one is b is equal to d minus 1. b is equal to d minus 1. So d, the value of d that we have is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. And then the second one is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c. That will give you, the value of c that we have is 1. So 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So again we have got the same value, that is 2 here also, 2 here also. So the last case can be 3, 1, 2, 4. So let's take 3, 1, 2, 4. So 3 is d is equal to 2 into b. So d is equal to 2 into b. The initial value of b that we have is 2. So 2 into 2 we have 4. So first one is c is equal to b minus 1. So c is equal to b minus 1. The value of b that we have is 2. So 2 minus 1, that will give you 1. Now the next one is the 2. 2 is b is equal to 2 into c. So b is equal to 2 into c. That will give you 2 into c is 1 right now. That will give you 2. And the last one is 4. b is equal to d minus 1. b is equal to d minus 1. And the value of d that we have got is 4. So 4 minus 1, that will give you 3. So in this case also we have got the same value of b. Fine. So these are the 6 scenarios in which we can execute these instructions concurrently. Clear? And in all these scenarios, the maximum number of values that b can have is, we can have 3 also, we can have 4 also, we can have 2 also. So at most b can have only 3 values. So the answer for this question is b can have 3 maximum values. Clear? Thank you so much.